Hi everyone. Today we would like to share with you what we are building here. My name is Drake. With me is Viktor and Jacob, and we are building Mercur actually in a new version because we've built it before, but now we would like to change something, create new mechanism. So we will share all our thoughts and plans for the future of the product. But before, we would like to start with why we built Mercur.
Yeah.
Then what is Mercur? Because maybe some of you do not know it yet. So getting started, why did we build Mercur?
Yeah, I remember I joined Rigby at 2023 and we were building the first marketplace. And we were starting building a marketplace on Medusa, the actually first version. So we have a really long history of building marketplaces. And we just built and built more marketplaces. And we just figured out that it will be really good to have like a project that we can start from and build marketplaces on top because we had a lot of clients building marketplaces, right? And that's why we actually wanted to create a product like Mercur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So we just saw that all the time we reinvented the wheel.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to create like fundamental logic to create each marketplace faster, right? To speed up development. That was the main goal at the time.
Yeah.
So what is Mercur? What was Mercur before and what Mercur is today?
Yeah, so right now it's like we're starting as a template, so it was just a scaffold project that you can build on top, so you can just git clone the repository and start building the features on top of that. But then, yeah, and right now what we're trying to build is it's like more of a framework, I would say. Yeah. So now you have a CLI that you have the separate vendor panel, the admin panel with the built-in features, with the built-in logic. So it's really like handy for developers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also we are focusing very much on
management panels, right?
Yeah, the management panels and
panel here.
How easy the user can modify them, add things to admin or vendor panel. Because previously we know that it was very, I would say, poorly done to extend those by default. And this is our main goal, to keep up the updates on our site and to you just to easy install them, but still keep your changes, modification to the panels on your site.
Yeah, also I would like to add that it's really handy to have Medusa because you have all the calculation logic, all the modules, all the models that guys from Medusa are actually made. And so there's no need to reinvent the wheel if there's like some professional guys that already have figured out how to calculate certain things or like orders, the workflows from all across the projects. It's really handy to have it just the start points to build on top of the marketplace.
Yeah, it would be stupid to not use Medusa as core, right?
Yeah.
Because like all logic is there.
Yeah, it's also open source.
Exactly. If we want to build something similar from scratch, it would take years, right?
Yeah, it would take long and just we would do the same thing as the guys from Medusa does. So what's the point of it? Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what was the first version of Mercur? Right now, our idea is completely different, I think. Yeah. At that time, it was more like a template for Medusa. Right now, we feel it can be like whole separate ecosystem because marketplace is huge topic, actually. There are many types of marketplaces, B2C, B2B, services marketplaces, and many more. Sometimes these projects are combined, right?
Yeah.
Like some complex ideas, multi-tenant, D2C and B2B marketplace projects, all this logic at once.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And we had like previously, we just had a plugin for like Medusa, but we find out that we have a lot of like use cases and a lot of like features across multiple use cases. And we just Then we realized that just have one plugin is not enough. So because you want to have a foundation from you can start, but there can be like a lot of features. Like you can have a lot of features. That's why just having one plugin, one closed box is not enough to build the marketplaces on top.
Mm-hmm. And do you remember, Jacob, what limitations have we seen during using this product, let's say product, template
So
during development?
from my side, as I was basically previously doing the front-end stuff, so extending the base admin panel or the vendor. Because, for example, if you had a page built in Medusa admin panel, you weren't able to modify it easily. I don't know, change the table or basically remove this page, for example. And I know it was very painful to deal with this because you had to download all the code from the Medusa and inject it to your project and deal with, I don't know, 200 files extra. And right now, I hope everything.
Yeah, it needs to work. It's
Yeah.
something we need to solve. And I think we've got a great idea here. We will talk about it more at the moment. Yeah, marketplaces need very complex admin panel and vendor.
Yeah.
So customization is crucial.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like customization are really different based on marketplace. Like you can have food marketplaces and the whole hierarchy of the pages are different and the nested structure are different. And you just need to have like a thing where you can like switch and like customize everything you need, but you also need to have a thing that, all right, if we release a new feature, you need to have a really you just need to use the CLI and update the package or like update the package and have new features or new like box fix or something. I hope there will be no bug. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great. So that's for sure one problem, like customization of admin and vendor panels. But what other problems we have that we try to solve today with the new version?
I would say like the backend stuff, because on the backend you just in the first versions we just had like a whole template, whole code that that is really a duplicated between all across the projects, all across the Mercur projects. So and then if we fix some things or like deliver some things, you just need to merge the changes from the template from the Mercur repository to your own project, which is a huge problem. So that's the first thing. Yeah, and the whole admin customization thing.
And I think they're keeping your Mercur with the current updates of the Mercur.
That's something we even had problems internally. We built this product, but then we had problems to update it. So that's why we had to find some new approach to it. Because maintenance is always like the most important part at the end. Great. So why are we talking today? We built it like 1 year ago, but what about it now? What do we want to change?
Just overall the philosophy of it. We just want to change it from, all right, this is a template from you can start to actually like a commerce marketplace framework platform, I would say, to just have a foundation, then that we can really maintain in your project. So you have like a solid foundation that you can then easily update and introduce new features from our code base to yours. So have like a package that you can really customize like as hell as you want. So really change like most of the things, or like change some 20% of the things that you like to change.
Exactly, because we see that even different types of marketplaces are really different. There are some common list of features, right? This abstraction of marketplace is usually maybe not the same, but really similar. So we feel we can create like a foundation layer that will allow you to customize it, to add logic on top of that for different marketplaces like B2C, B2B, service marketplaces, and others.
Yeah, and we also want to like I want to get into details what we do, I think now, but I just want to say that we also want to allow people to have ownership on their code. So because like as we said, marketplaces are really different, and just having one plugin is not enough. You need to customize pretty much most of the things because the requirements are different. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what we feel building the products here in Rigby. So like keeping the logic closed in plugins doesn't make sense. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Great. So how are you planning to make it real? This flexibility and fast, quick adjustments to different marketplace types.
Yeah, like from my side, I would say from like core backend side, because I'm mostly working on it, and the Kubo works on like front end stuff and like really customization layer, which is really hard thing to do. But from my side, we just figured out we had an ideas and we measured out these ideas. We talked to the Rigby team, what do they think, because they're like the first one that we will be using that product. And then they were the first one to use the project previously. So we're just trying to create like a core foundation, like a plugin, which is really thin, which is like really simple, that like most of the marketplaces would like to have, like a seller models and like some like payout modules and commission modules that like most of the marketplaces have. And we also would like to introduce like a SHA-2 and CLI like feature that you have like basically blocks, which is basically a files which contains like API logic, the modules and the workflows that Medusa workflows and stuff. And you actually can, using the CLI, you can actually fetch all of that code into your code base from like from the registries that we create. So there's a default registry and like community registries that other people or you can attribute. And we actually want you to contribute because it's really good for the community and it's really good for us, giving us feedback.
Yeah, I think it's really unique, right?
Yeah.
Because we all know SHA-2, but SHA-2 for backend framework, that's something I haven't heard before.
Yeah, and really good because like I think front-end developers realize that the UI is really like should be customizable, the same as we have in Rigby. We have realization that the backend should be really extendable and really customizable as hell as you want.
Exactly. Even some simple logic or in SHA-2 approach, like some components like button. And this atom part often needs customization.
Yeah.
And Jacob, what about admin and vendor panel? Because here we've got, I think, great idea. It needs to be as flexible as backend.
Yeah.
And also, I couldn't imagine like having being able to easily fetch logic for backend, but manually creating admin features and vendor. It needs to be connected. It needs to work together. So, what are your idea here?
Okay, so the basic idea is to use the components. I will go more technically right here, and just by that, you can easily modify, for example, the product page. I don't know, remove one core component from this, and
yes, of course, like we can only like fetch to customization layer only pages we want to customize, and even inside this page we do not need to worry about maintaining all components that are included in the page, because we can just customize one selected component or maybe add our own or just remove this component.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about touching the rest of the page. After overriding the one component, we don't have to worry about the updates because we are using the core. for the admin, and updating it won't destroy our custom logic for this. And also using the registry, with this we can also easily extend the page.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the whole admin panel, the whole vendor panels is just pages, and pages is built with the parts of the pages like models and like the information stuff. So each page has some like parts, each page has some components, and you can just switch and replace each parts, remove some parts, introduce your parts
Yeah,
as the it's like that's the thing about the extension, and we can really flex because no one did that before. Like with the first one that like really like this philosophy of just removing certain parts of the pages, introducing your new, but keep the like core parts, like plug in them and just run npm install and have new features or new things added to your project.
It sounds great because you need to maintain only parts you customize.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah. And we all know that today we need to code with AI. I mean, we don't need, but we should. It's like this almost standard today. It's a good approach for AI era. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I think like we just go with the AI. We go massive on the AI. Like I think AI is really good. It's really like improve the speed and the iteration, the velocity, even in the Mercur team, even in us, because we can just really iterate. And for example, I like to use Cloud Code a lot, and I know Kuba also does. And yeah, like the whole skills and the whole like MCPs. And I think like the whole Mercur philosophy is really good with the AI era, because you can like you have a CLI, you can add the blocks, you can ship these parts of the code which AI can understand, and you can like say, all right, I want to add a wish list, and I don't know, make some customization to it. And so the Cloud Code or some other AI agents fetch that block, and the agent knows how it works and the information about it. And you also sure that this block works because it's not like AI slop code. It's actually built with us or some other part of the community, so we know it works. And the AI can build on top of the foundation the customization that you asked. And I think it's really good. And you also have that foundation that we build, that thin foundation inside the panels and the core that is tested, that is built with the community also built with it. So you understand that this code is tested and this battle tested thing, and you can introduce and you can ship that inside your project.
If I get you right, whole registry is built with AI in mind.
Because it's like the AI knows exactly, like it knows what you're introducing to, what you ship, what block do you ship, what block has, and the stuff about it.
And as a developer, do I need to look for some parts of logic in some documentations, or can I just use AI to find what I want to build? And the CLI will automatically fetch logic that is similar or even exactly as I want.
Yeah. I think like AI agents love CLIs because in our CLI you have like methods like lists and search, and you can actually search for certain blocks and like as I said, add them and like see the information. So it's like you don't actually do nothing. You just tell in your natural language what you're trying to do. It knows stuff about the CLI or AI agent, and just utilize this CLI.
Or if you want to build something on your own, we'll provide you with the skills for the agents.
Yeah.
So just telling your agent, I want to build some custom module with the extension to admin panel, the agent will know from the skills, also some cookbooks, how to create a code and implement it to the Mercur.
But why do we need these blocks if we can just build with AI?
Because it's like first of all, because you have a slope code thing, and you actually have a maintenance from our side and from the community side, and you know it's tested, you know it's like it has good architecture and a good code and some other stuff. Yeah, so I think that's why you need to use, like, why you need to use chassis components if you can write your own components, right? It's like you have all the foundation because like the user that did that components really had in mind how to properly do that components and properly do that code.
Yeah, I think it saves developers a lot of tokens because they can just fetch this logic, and also they get like know-how how something was built and instructions for AI how to develop it further, how to customize it. So it's like approach we see on the market that we give 80% of the logic ready, and 20% is the part you need to customize in your project. Sounds great. And we've got registry. Do we want to build it on our own, or what are expectations here?
I think our expectation to just engage community and building registries, building their own registries. Like for example, if you or some people that you know might, they have like, I don't know, like B2B marketplace or like B2B logic, they can like easily scaffold the GitHub repo and create their own registry, and other people can use it. Or like within your projects, you can actually create private registries, right? You can like get your private registry and use, for example, if you're an organization, you can create your own registry. Like for example, if you do like B2B marketplaces or some food marketplaces, you can create your own registry and like only use it within your organization, have it under like API key. But yeah, like we want developers to actually engage in our core default registry to add blocks. But also if you have some other ideas across multiple use cases, you can actually add your own registries. And we're trying to heavily engage community to actually test the framework, test the ideas. We will see all of the reviews and all of the like the comments, and the Discord channel will like read this all to create better like products and see what people are actually heading to, so we can like meet expectation and ship some other things, but also engage community in shipping some other things.
We feel that we need to build it more in public. We need to build it more based on feedback of community, of other developers. We don't want it to keep only for ourselves. So that's why we're recording this video today, to explain you what's our goal, what's our mission here, and hopefully you can engage and help us to build it, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.